Yo, what is up, guys? I'm back and welcome back to the channel. And as you can tell by the video's title, thumbnail, and by what you can see right here, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Nightbird. And this figure is so much better than what people lead it on to be. It's not the best by any means, but it's still a great figure. I would still recommend this figure, especially if you're going to be completing your Terracon group, like your trio. This figure's amazing. But before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and raise up the camera just a smidge, and we're going to be taking a look at our packaging. So as you can see here, we have Nightbird from the movie. On the side of the box, we have Nightbird again. On this side of the box, Nightbird again. Studio Series 104. Deluxe Class. On the bottom, Words, Things, Barcodes. And I also want to mention this Terracon logo. We don't actually get that often. On the top, Transformers Rise of the Beast. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shot of Nightbird in her robot mode. Her licensed Nissan mode. I love that. I love how it is actually her licensed alt mode, so it looks like her from the movie. And as you can see, we have a bio. Nightbird and the Terracons fight back the Autobots to steal the Transwarp key. That's awesome. Now, moving on to the girl Nightbird. This is an exceptionally well done figure in detailing and in a small way in paint. So we're gonna go and take the blade off. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. But before we do that, we're gonna be taking a look at Nightbird. And if I can get it to focus, thank you. As you can see, the detailing on this is very, very well done. As you can see, she does actually have red eyes underneath this visor looking piece, which I think that's pretty cool how we actually got that. The chest, really well done. I do like how these actually fold in. You'll see that more into the transformation. And again, the detailing, you can see all the details. I think these are supposed to be her blades, but they didn't really, unlike the mainline version, they didn't actually give us a little plug so we could actually plug on blades. So they gave us kind of these, and I don't know why, but whenever I look at these, I kind of picture guns, cannons, you know? I don't know, it might just be me. Again, just moving down, the detailing is really, really well done. I know some people complain about it being not having enough paint, but personally, Nightbird didn't really have a lot of paint on her anyway, so it just, I don't know, it just doesn't really work in this case. Now, we're going to go ahead and address the obvious, that being the back. And the back, it is a bit much. It's not MP44 bad. Don't worry, guys, it's not MP44 bad. My fellow Jobby the Hong fan, shout out to Jobby. But it's still not that bad. I do get that Hasbro has to sometimes make precautions, and they do have to do sacrifice some things for for others. And I think because they got the license on this, they focused more on the alt mode while giving the robot mode a little bit of love, which I do appreciate that. I do really, really appreciate how they actually do that sometimes. But yeah, this actually isn't that bad. Now, I do have a problem with the wings. I don't like how small they are. Apparently, it's accurate to one or two scenes in the movie, but I still don't really like it. Now, moving towards her articulation, you get a ball joint at the head. She can look up really, really far. She can look down about that much. She can look left. She can look right. She has a ball joint here at her arm, which will allow for a full 360. Arm can move out from here. Well, actually, no, it's the only area it can move out from. The shoulder piece is on a hinge joint, but that's more for the transformation. You get a full swivel at the elbow. The elbow can bend. No wrist articulation, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not that big of a problem. You do get a waist swivel. That's because the back isn't really tapped into anything. So that can be a bit of a problem, but it's not really that huge. The legs can kick really, really far. The legs can move back a decent amount. And she does have a very, very good spread, which will allow for some great poses. You do get a little knee swivel. You get a bend here, and you actually get a bend here. So it's like a double bend, you know, two different points for two different angles. The toe is technically on a hinge, but that's more for the transformation. And of course, you can bring the toe in and out, but again, transformation. So overall, the posability, not that bad. This is actually not that bad of posability for Nightbird. Like, I feel like you can pull off a couple of really, really good angles and, like, good, like, shots and, you know, if you like putting your characters into poses, this figure is pretty good at that. Now, moving to her accessories, she actually only comes with a single accessory, which is this sword. Now, I do know that the blade, or the two blades in the movie were a lot longer than this one, but it's still really well done. So, taking a look at the detailing, as you can see, this kind of reminds me of the Darksaber from Star Wars, my fellow Star Wars fans out there. If this really, okay, I feel like I'm not the only one. Comment down below if this reminds you of the Darksaber, because I swear, it reminds me perfectly of the Darksaber. And of course, you can take the sword, stick it into her hand, fits perfectly. And again, like, it's not too badly scaled. It's like a decent katana size. But what I do find really cool is that there's a little slot that can go into this little tab right here, so you can actually give her more of a samurai type look. I love that. Like, I really, really love that. I do enjoy, because she does give off a whole assassin, samurai, ninja type of vibe, especially when she did in the movie. Really, really great. I love that so much. That is amazing. Now, moving to Now, moving to her scaling, let's see. Here she is with, oh, this will be a fun one. Here she is with her killer in the movie. Spoilers. In case anyone hasn't seen it, but then again, why wouldn't you have? Here she is with Bumblebee, and as you can see, she scales pretty decently. Here she is with Voyager class Optimus Prime. There you go. Here she is with the Core class RC, the character that she seemed to have the biggest rivalry within the film. And these two scale pretty well together, honestly. Like, she's about half of RC's size, which I think is pretty cool. Here she is with my previous review, the Transformers Leader Class Optimus Primal. So again, around the same scaling as Prime. And finally, here she is with her fellow Terrorcons. Whoop. Let me try that again. So here she is with... Actually, no, hang on. Let me do this. So here we have Nightbird and Battletrap, and here we have Scourge. So you'll be able to actually see all three of the Terrorcons together. If I can get this right. So let me go and get Scourge here in the middle. There we go. And Nightbird, I feel like with the Terrorcons, she's scaled a little weird, but that's also because this Scourge isn't really accurate to the movie. But that's for a later point. So there you go. Now actually, before we get to the transformation, in case any of you were wondering, here she is with the mainline Nightbird. And as you can see, there is a bit of a height difference, but there's also a lot of things different with both of these figures. Now, between the robot modes, Nightbird easily takes the cake due to her accuracy, and I don't know, it's just her in general. Now, the backs, yeah, mainline Nightbird takes the cake on the back, but overall, gotta give it to the Studio Series. Now, moving on. So, this transformation is a little interesting, to say the least. So let's get to it. What you're first going to do is, unless you've done it already, you're going to take the front, well, okay, there's little hinge joints, as you can see there, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to untab them, little tabs that go into the little slots in here. You're supposed to bring these out and then fold these out. The best way to do it is just to grab the bottom and just pull until it comes out, like so. You should have it look like this. Then you're going to take the shoulders, push them all the way in, and then we're going to go in and tackle the back a little bit. So unless you haven't already, you're going to untab the back wings, fold them together, bring this whole thing down like so. You're going to bring it up, and then you're going to bring this back down so you can actually fully, you want the wings over this tab like so. And then you're going to rotate this up. There again, there's these two tabs that go into these two slots here. You're going to rotate all of this around, fold it out, and we're going to leave that alone right now. So now let's move to this part. We're going to take this whole piece, bring it up until, actually about to there actually. You're then going to take this, you're going to fold it all the way out. You're then just going to go ahead and wrap this around like so, and you should now have a mode looking like that. You're then going to take the arms, straighten them out. You're going to fold them in, and you're just going to leave it like that. Now let's move to the back. Now, if you guys have transformed the mainline Nightbird, I'm going to tell you right now, this transformation is completely different. So first, well, it's a little bit different. You're going to take the toes, fold them in, rotate the legs around. You're going to take this, extend it out like so. Do the same on this side, like so. And then one of the key differences is that while you're folding this in, it doesn't really go into a specific slot like the mainline one, so you don't really have to like fiddle with all of it. But there is a tab here that, if I can find it, goes into that slot right there. So you're gonna just go ahead and just kind of just fiddle with it a little bit until it goes in like so. And then there's a little tab, one of these two tabs that goes into this slot. And as you're folding it, there's a tab here and here that will go into here, and it will slide over this. So you're going to just basically just wiggle it in until it looks like this. There you go. So you're gonna go and do the exact same thing on this side. I'm not gonna speed it up because it's not really that hard to do. So yeah, you're just gonna basically fiddle with this a little bit until it's good like that. Like so, and then just push this in. Unlike the main line, you don't actually have to like tab it in to like a specific spot, which I really do enjoy. And then you're gonna basically just take these two tabs right here, and you're gonna go put them into these two slots. So you're just gonna essentially just wrap all this over. So you're gonna fold in the wings, make sure everything is tabbed in, and there you go. There is her Nissan, I think it's a Nissan GTR alt mode. I'll have to relook it up. But you can actually also take the sword. There's a tab here that goes into this slot, or on either side. And this is by far, I think, one of my personal favorite weapon storages, because at least like it kind of just like removes it. Now here's the thing. It's a bit of a pain to get it in there, which kind of sucks. It's sort of a downgrade, but once you get it in there, then actually I found it easier to put it on the other side. So you're just gonna, I like to take my thumb sometimes and just press it in like so, and there you go. Here is her alt mode, and the detailing, again, they always nail, like, they do a really good job. Now, on the front, as you can see, she does have a Terracon logo, which I think is really, really cool to see. Again, just like the detailing and the paint. I do like how she has like pinkish purplish rims. I think that's cool. And I like how the spoiler is actually like the proper, like a proper spoiler rather than just the weapons. I like that. It was a cool concept, but it did look a little strange. But yeah, it's just like the detailing is just really, really well done. I really do enjoy the look of this. Now, for any of you wondering, she can roll pretty well. Then again, this is also wood, so that might have another reason towards it. But yeah, it's really, really cool.
Alrighty, and now for some comparisons. Here she is with Studio Series Bumblebee. So as you can see, here she is with Voyager class Optimus Prime. Voyager class Cheetor. My previous review, the Leader class Optimus Primal. And finally, here she is with her fellow Terracons, and I might actually have to back up for this. So here she is with her fellow Terracons. So there you go. Alrighty, so now we're gonna end this review by taking a look at her background. Oh, I forgot to take out the instructions. My bad. So, let's see if this will do the trick. Kind of looks like she's like, you know, floating in. So, there you go. Alrighty guys, that's going to mark the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and comment down below what other figures you guys want me to review. I got plenty. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Have a great day, and I will catch you guys on the next one.